What's up, guys? Welcome to Lux Fate Tarot. If you run across this video, this message is for you. This is the sign of Aries. Okay, so the sign of Aries, if this is you, this is your reading for the week of January 10th till whenever these messages are timeless as of now. I do have your willpower. Okay, so Aries talks a lot about willpower, what you think you know about, doing it on your own and doing it your own way. We also have energies to meet the challenge of your desires regarding and resulting from the honesty and strength of. Okay, so this just talks about the planets and houses that go with these energies. They can go together if they want to. We have energies to meet the challenge of, and then so there will not be energies to meet the challenge of and as a full-time job. Okay, so learning that the people around you are they full-time or are they only there for a temporary time? Are you there full-time or are you there only temporarily? Basically, okay, we have anxiety about your decisions regarding serving. Okay, and then it says trouble resulting from the honesty and strength of doing it a little at a time. All right, so maybe not finishing what you're starting, things like that, which are going to help you to focus on what you need to focus on with the South Node in the 6th house. Okay, and this is what the South Node is. It is anxieties, troubles, what there will not be. And the 6th house talks about as a full-time job, serving and doing it a little at a time. Okay, so Aries, thank you for joining us. Let's see what the messages are for today for the Aries. What I'm getting is you're coming out of a long cycle that has been very hard for you. That the reason that was to come was because you had to break generational curses, not only for yourself but for generations before you. All right, so self-regulation, exalted moon, talks about you coming back into who you were sent here to be, who you came back here to be. Self-regulation is talking about getting aligned with yourself and the people around you to be able to see who you are and see who you want to become. In that you will find your heart in your purpose. Okay, and I'm sure you know your purpose. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that self-regulation is it's gonna bring you into tune with the things that you want to do, and actually to finish them, not letting things get to you in ways where you have to stop doing things that you want to do just to finish things that you haven't done in the past, which is kind of like contradicting, right? But in the end, if your heart is in it and and you know, you've been working for a long time for something that you've been wanting and you're using that as leverage to keep yourself happy, to keep yourself going, then you should pick that, follow your heart, and you know, understand that life is too short to be to have to be in one place just because you feel like you have to. I'm talking about like stagnation, any kind of job that you don't like, or lifestyle. Okay, so self-regulation is more of getting in the flow of things that you like to do and being happy that you chose to do that. Okay, so with our integration, my bad, what are these called? Intuition. Integrating too also might be a part of your reading. Integrating the things that um in your past that you couldn't fix, integrating those parts of yourself into yourself and accepting them for what they are, okay? And not having to feel any type of way because you had to go through that or because people have put you through that. The creator says the affirmation is, I love playing the wonder-filled game of life creatively. Okay, so I love playing the game of life creatively. And this person right here is creating what they want to come to reality. And that's a big part of your message, especially with this self-regulation back here. You're creating what it is that you desire. You're creating what it is that you want out of life. I love playing the wonder-filled game of life creatively. All right, and that basically also talks about energies to meet the challenge of as a full-time job. So like realizing that there will not be energies to meet the challenge of as a full-time job, okay? Like there will not be, and just accepting that and integrating that part of yourself where maybe you also couldn't be somewhere to meet the challenge of as a full-time job, okay? Just because of the way that you're a creative person, where you don't have to create things that you don't want to create just because you haven't finished them. See, that's kind of contradicting too, because when you think about it, you cause anxiety about the desires, your desires regarding serving, okay? So you feel like you have to serve all the time because there's energies that you're around that do not have the energy to meet you at full capacity, okay? Like you're in it 100%. Some energies do not have the energy that you have to put in what you have, and it's okay, because if they can't match your energy, it's gonna cause you to feel like you shouldn't be there, which is correct, but just remembering that remembering that and knowing that can help you through life a lot more, and integrating that part in these parts of energies that want to work with you or you want to work with, and just knowing that some of them don't have the energy to meet you at full capacity, and that's okay. You can fill up their cup more than they have to fill up yours, and that's okay, because you're a provider. You're an Aries. You're the head of the body. Works way more than, say, the legs or the feet. They all work together, but the head is very creative in a creative way. You love playing the wonder-filled game of life creatively, okay? So let's see what this sacred soul timing has. We have Pisces time. Feel when the time is right. Intuitive, creative, and emotions. Okay, so that also goes along with this creativity card. And self-regulation, that is in your energy, so that you can focus on what it is that you want, what it is that causes your emotions to feel right, and to feel what you want it to feel. Because when you're being creative, you're creating things that you want to feel, right? You're creating things that you want to feel. And sometimes listening to your intuition and listening to outside energy is different, because this is when it brings in this energy that can't meet you at full capacity. Are you going to take the chance on that, or are you going to take a chance on yourself, the one who can meet you at full capacity? All right, like integrating the yin and yang part of yourself, your feminine and masculine 50-50 parts. Being able to be both sides without having to need any outside validation or outside help. Okay, so feel when the time is right. The three clarification cards I have for you is morality, receptivity, and stress. Okay, morality, receptivity, and stress. So we're gonna close it out with this card, but let me see. So first we're gonna start with morality. Okay, so alright, so morality is a system of values and behaviors that help people determine what is right and what is wrong. It is a way of thinking how to act and treat others with kindness and respect, okay? It's a set of rules that guide how people should act, a way to evaluate actions as good or bad, a combination of personal and cultural values, social norms, and codes of conduct, a way to promote cooperation, fairness, and empathy in social groups. Okay, so some examples of morality are being brave, being fair, helping others, loving family, respecting others' property, and returning favors. All right, some synonyms for morality are character, decency, goodness, honesty, integrity, and virtue. Okay, so focusing on being that person that you are without expecting it from others. Okay, because your energy is way more powerful than a lot of people's. So then we have receptivity, which is being receptive to what is being offered to you, because you're being blessed with a lot of blessings right now, and what's in front of you is very important right now, because it's what you have to build off of. It says willingness to consider or accept new suggestions and ideas, the readiness of a female animal to mate, receptivity, like fertile, like being fertile, on fertile grounds, and being receptive to what people have to offer you, like love, and accepting new ideas, opinions, suggestions, ways of living, and it's a psychological state in which individuals are open to abrupt changes in attitude or behaviors via cues provided by elite partisan actors, allowing for quick judgments and molding of policy preferences and views about what is real. So, allowing for quick judgment and molding of policy preferences and views about what is real. Okay, so coming back down to earth, being receptive of other people's opinions and accepting them for what they are instead of for what they're not to you. Okay, so then we have stress is here. This may be very stressful for you, which is understandable, because like I said, that would be very stressful if a lot of people didn't meet you on your level, that you feel like you probably have to do it by yourself. And this can bring a lot of stress. You're probably carrying a lot of things right now on your shoulders, but it's not nothing that you've never done before. And but just knowing this can bring a lot of relief to you, that you are carrying a lot, and you could put that down. You can put that down to God, and trusting in God that He's gonna make everything okay. Don't carry that on your back. Let go of the negativity, let go of the anger, the rage, the what is it called here, the you know how you feel like if you failed at something and you quit right away, it's because you are using all of your energy in one place when you should let other people around you carry some of that energy, carry some of that weight with you, because you have people in your life that are trying to help you because they love you, and you want to carry it all, but you shouldn't have to. Okay. Intuitive, creative, and emotion. So be creative with your intuition, using it in ways to transmute your emotions through this stressful time by being receptive and paying attention to your morals and values, because sometimes just because they're a moral and a value to you, people's morals and values could be different than yours, especially because of the weight that you carry, the weight that your self-regulation requires. All right, like your self-regulation requires a lot, because you're an Aries that has a lot of willpower, and it resulting from the honesty and strength of. Okay, so let's see, put this here. We're gonna what is that called? I'm gonna clarify these cards. Okay, so morality, it could be like weighing you down a lot, your morals and your values, because it's okay to change your morals and values just because you have limited self-limiting beliefs that hold you back. And I know it's like very hard to understand that where you come from, the morals and values can be changed over time if you take the responsibility of it. You don't have to carry those old heirloom of morals and values if that's not what you feel in your heart and in your intuition. Get creative with self-regulation, because you have the choice to be happy, you have the choice to be receptive, and you have the choice to add extra morals or values, or take morals and values out of what your family or what people around you say you have to do, because you're your own person. Okay, 8 of Wands, 5 of Wands. You have a lot of action coming towards you that is bringing you stress. Okay, so morality, let's see, 5 of Wands, the Magician, and the Page of Wands. So yeah, being very being open to feeling these emotions that cause you strife, being open to these emotions that cause you conflict, because that's when you know that you have something to change within yourself, within your morals and values. The Magician is that you have all of this strength inside of you. You have this manifesting power, this willpower that is going to help you create what it is you want to create out of your own life, and not listening to other people's opinions about what makes you happy and what doesn't. If they have opinions that will make you happy and what you need to focus on, that's fine. But if it's gonna cause stress and burden, it's not really worth listening to or recepting that kind of energy, because you don't want to receive stress energy. You want to you want to let it in and then let it out as you transmute it. Okay, how are we going to transmute this energy after receiving it? We have Queen of Cups in the reverse. Queen of Cups, I don't mean these cards to be reversed, but the Sun and 5 of Cups. Okay, so you have a lot of love within your heart. You have a lot of love within your heart to give with this Queen of Cups energy. You also have exposure with the Sun. Okay, so the Sun talks about being happy and picking love for yourself over being in this 5 of Cups energy where you're feeling drained, you're feeling exhausted, and whatever you're receiving being receptive to is not feeding you, it's taking from you, if you will, okay? Which is probably causing this stress right here in your life. Four of Swords at the bottom, which means rest and reconsidering what choices you've made and the steps you're going to take to move forward, okay? So we have stress here. Let's see, we have 7 of Cups and 5 of Swords and 7 of Pentacles. All right, so definitely some illusions around this stress that's been causing you to think outside of your morals and your values, to think outside of what it is that makes you happy, and a lot of different doors that are open that I am now going to close for you. The doors that don't need to be open anymore, that you have not finished the cycle to, or just because you were putting in extra where you didn't belong, so you have extra doors open that are closed now, due to this stress, that it's going to be transmuted through this message to the universe, so that you don't have to feel this 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords is more like the authority of God, which is coming in and clearing that out for you, and clearing out this 5 of Cups energy, this 5 of Wands energy, and all of the mistakes that you made in the past that you should not be carrying around, because the divine God has taken that from you and is carrying it for you because of all of the work that you have dedicated to yourself, and to what responsibilities you have, and what you're building off of, okay? Your foundation and your loyalty, and how much like hard work you've been putting into yourself. It's not going in vain, it's not going unseen. People see it, people feel it, and nothing that you did was in vain. Nothing that you do is in vain. Everything that you're working towards is worth everything that you're doing, okay? So just remembering that going forward, that doing what makes you happy, closing doors that no longer serve you, and what I mean by closing doors is forgiving people for what they have done in the past, forgiving people, forgiving yourself most of all for what has happened in your past and what is to come too. All right, because we don't know what's to come. We really don't. We have an idea, maybe, if we want to take that next step in creating what we want to happen. That's more than welcome too. But the closing for this reading right now is going to be this Witch's Familiar Runic Oracle, okay? So this looks like a Taurus, or a bull, if you will. So we have the powerful bull stands strong and unyielding, and obstacles fall away before his confidence and strength. He possesses a deep calm, as fear has no place in his heart. He is absolutely certain on his own solidly grounded might. A bull, when encountered in your path, is a significant obstacle. This is a rune of untamed power that is neither owned nor controlled. In a reading, it brings a message of strength, courage, and overcoming all that stands in your way. A primal life source that indicates a time of great energy and health. Business ventures and speculations are successful. There is a sudden breakthrough, even when all seems lost. Sudden or unexpected changes occur, usually for the better. This card represents the shaping of power and patterns and the formulation of the self. Okay, so yeah, in reverse, this rune has the qualities of obsession, uncontrolled rage, insensitivity, and brutality. It can mean weakness, misdirected force, domination by others, or even sickness. So the keywords here are strength, power, health, endurance, and manifestations. Use this rune on charms and talismans for its healing powers. you can wear a Uru's rune on a necklace, which is the bull, or bracelet. It is an untamed power, so proceed with care. Okay, so yeah, Aries, that is your message for now. I really hope that you got something out of this message, as I did use my heart in it, and I pray that you have success in your life. I pray that you are going to make the right choices to make you happy and what makes your heart happy as well. Okay, all right, bye guys.